I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. Hey, this is KGB from the C Sports Network, home to your streaming outlaws. That's right, we're here for another Braves baseball stream. Game 2 between the Los Angeles Angels and the Atlanta Braves. First pitch is scheduled for 6:20 p.m. Central Time, 7:20 Eastern. So go grab your drinks, grab your snacks, and get ready. When you get back, we should be getting ready here. Looks like we're about 12 minutes from first pitch. 12 minutes. Again, welcome back, everybody. Welcome in. How you doing, Matthew? Hey, Kenneth. Sky Rush, how you doing? Welcome in, all. Appreciate you stopping by. I was just looking on the phone, going over some of the most recent news and whatnot. I'm trying not to open too much on the PC tonight with the issues I was having last night, where the stream was really bottoming out. So I'm trying to limit that, but trying to get the news of who we got in the trade deadline here. I can't seem to find anything, and I don't have Twitter on my phone. But that's okay. My buddy Mav and my buddy Kenneth are here. They're two knowledgeable people that I'm sure somebody could throw me a dog bone out there to get me going on who we acquired. Let me get through reading all the chats here real quick and catch up. Doing good, thank you, Skyrush. Appreciate you asking. Yeah, I'm definitely looking to see some homers. Will Shohei get his 40th? Will Matt Olson get his what's he at? 36? Will he get his 37th? Could Olson get 37, 38? We don't know. Maybe Shohei will get. Well, I just have a feeling if Shohei is to hit one, they're not going to pitch to him the rest of the night. Nicky Lopez, yeah, thank you. And right-handed pitcher Brad Hand. That's his name, huh? Brad Hand. All right. Well, I was telling Mav earlier, before we jumped off in Discord and I got the stream going, that the Braves are playing so well right now with the staff that we have and the ball players that we have. It doesn't surprise me that they didn't go out there spending a bunch of money picking up people. I mean, if we were we had 20 less games for wins this season and 20 more losses, yeah, I think we probably would have been out there hunting. All right, so let's get this get that off of there real quick. Alright. Hopefully all the audio is working for you guys. I just noticed that something wasn't right in there. But we should be good. Looks like we're about 6 minutes and counting from first pitch. I'll tell you, we had such a bad outing yesterday. Did not start the game off well at all. They had a leadoff solo home run. And then Ohtani comes up and Uncle Charlie hits him with the ball. We just didn't have a good showing. So let's hope we get some wrongs righted today, that's for sure. Kenneth, I'll try. Like I said, I'm trying not to have to open any extra browsers and whatnot, because all that takes away bandwidth from the stream. And if the stream does okay, I haven't seen it duck down any, knock on wood. I have not seen it do that yet, so if everything stays stable for me, then I don't have a problem with that. Otherwise, I really won't be able to kick over there. I don't want another rehash of last night of having to kill the stream, early in the game. But there was nothing I could do. It had bottomed out twice and disconnected, reconnected. I know you guys couldn't tell that. I mean, some of you did, because I lost a bunch of viewers when it was happening. But yeah, it disconnected, reconnected twice, and then it just wouldn't straighten itself out. We had horrible lightning last night. Oh, brother, that's all on you, Mav. That's all on you. That ain't my place. That's something I just feel should come from you. All right, so we are 3 minutes out. Let's see about heading on down to the field here. Let's get this rolling.
For the Angels and Patrick Sandoval
and
the Braves have really had a lot of success against
Here we go.
The bottom part, you see that we haven't
see how everything works.
Which is kind of crazy. I mean,
remember, everybody, get your votes in. Be sure to head to the community page and get your votes there as well. Matter of fact, quite a few people have already done that.
And Spencer Strider's sitting on 199 strikeouts this season.
199 strikeouts for Spencer Strider thus far this season.
Next on Valley Sports.
Could we see him hit 300? Oh, you would have to go to commercial. All right, I got to kill that sound, guys. It's commercial. I was getting my chat popped out here. There we go. Oh, it seemed like something changed with my MLB app here. I used to be able to bring it up and it would show a nice big video screen, and it'd have the innings and everything down in the bottom left, and it would have who's pitching and the 3 at bats. But now for some reason, when it's on 100%, it has half of the bottom stuff cut off. I have to scroll down to get them. So I have to run it at 90%. Kind of weird. There we turned a little yellow. All right, so again, welcome in everybody. I'm KGB. I'm your host tonight. Here we go for game 2. We got Spencer Strider starting for the Braves as our starting pitcher tonight. When they come up, we'll have Rangenfo. I still have trouble saying that dude's name. Rangenfo will be leading off. Shohei Ohtani will be batting on deck. And CJ Cron will be batting in the hole third. Well, I'm pretty sure Spencer Strider is going to start out pitching to Shohei for sure.
Now,
all right, here we go.
Los Angeles Angels. Jeff, tonight's Ford Keys, please.
Let's get the interactive up and running.
Well, with Spencer on the mound tonight, we've talked about lately, towards the end of his outing, it's kind of been gas. So finish strong. Get to 6-7 innings and restart that damage. We showed you on the open the Braves numbers against lefties. But again, Brandon, they haven't faced him since June 20th.
Which is crazy.
That's nuts.
All right, so here we go. First pitch is about to hit. Here it comes. The windup in the pitch.
But first up, it is
foul ball, so strike one.
Luis Rengifo fouls off the opening pitch of the ball game.
89 degrees, 7:20 p.m., 89 degrees.
Rengifo has a 232 average with 10 homers, 33 RBIs, and an OPS of a .719.
As that misses downstairs.
He started yesterday's game with a solo home run for a leadoff.
Trade deadline is officially come and gone as of an hour and 21
I'm sure he would love to. I'm sure he'd love to replicate
you start
that.
To sense like, okay, it's real.
These are your guys.
This is it.
Unless you got someone from the minor leagues that you're bringing up, this is who you're going to battle with.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for stopping, Matt. Sleep well.
Strider's 2-1 pitch. Fouled away, 2-2.
All right, so 2-2 the count.
Spencer Strider is sitting on 199 strikeouts on the season.
Come on, baby. Come on, Spencer. Come on, put a 15K night together.
Rengifo had a solo homer last night when the Angels won it 4-1 in Game 1 of the series.
All right, here comes the pitch. Down in the dirt, so we're going to have full boat.
Jeremy Rehab
3-2 the count.
Balls and strikes tonight. Nick Lentz down at third. Charlie Ramos, the second base umpire, and the crew chief.
All right, it does work. See, that's something I didn't have set up right in the beginning.
Payoff pitch. And he misses
Ball.
high and outside.
Lead-off walk for Spencer Strider. Not a good way to start. Putting an extra man on base for Shohei
A
Ohtani.
little better than the start last night with the home run, right?
Yep. Rengifo greeted Charlie Morton with a solo shot in the first yesterday. And then this guy, Shohei Ohtani, got hit by a pitch in the second at bat. Shohei would go 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. And he is late.
Ooh, swing and a miss for Shohei. Strike one.
Well, here you go. The matchup a lot of folks have been waiting to see. Strider against Ohtani. Paints the outside corner 0-2.
So Shohei Ohtani with a .305 batting average this season, 39 homers with 81 RBIs, and a 1.087 OPS.
I don't know if you noticed.
He's now behind 0-2.
That pitch was 94 fastball.
I think Sean's going out to buy him some time to manicure things. Yep, he did.
Yeah, did you see how his foot kept going? It's probably why
okay.
Didn't know what the heck it was.
Strider on that last pitch as he threw the ball.
Thankful that his foot didn't go out from underneath him.
His right leg kept sliding down the mound. So Sean Murphy, smart baseball, smart baseball IQ comes out to give Strider a chance to manicure the mound there.
Struck him out.
Struck him out, baby. K number 1. That's 200 Ks on the year for
fastest
Spencer.
to 200 strikeouts in Major League history, and he struck out Ohtani to do it.
Now you talk about a perfectly located changeup.
Strider
exactly
just setting a major league record and setting.
And you can see got Ohtani out.
What better than Shohei Ohtani to do it against?
Well, that's quite a way to get to 200. And now one away, and the batter is C.J. Cron. There's the ball.
There it is. There's the ball.
Throw that one out. Give it to Spencer. Unbelievable, though. You think about last year. He had 200 strikeouts in 130 innings pitched, and this year he gets to 200 in 123 innings pitched.
Yeah, it's just kind of who you struck out on your 200th, you know?
Yeah, pretty impressive to say he struck out Ohtani. And Cron fouls it back 2-1.
Yeah, it looks like having.
Strider also has that streak going that we talked about in the pregame.
Wasn't dipping, but now she's dipping. So we'll try it. We'll try it, everybody. You know, I certainly don't want to kill the stream tonight. So, oh boy.
But falling behind C.J. Cron here. Cron, one of the new acquisitions, traded a couple of days ago from the Colorado Rockies, along with Randall Gritchett.
Just hasn't been the same since the fiber cut the other day. So 3-1 the count, down in the dirt. That's going to be ball 4
with a strikeout sandwiched in between.
So we got one out with runners on first and second. Strider 2 walks already in the first inning.
Tell you what, you don't see Spencer walk too many guys. In fact, Brandon, he's gone 5 straight starts where he's had 1 walk or less. Here 2 in the first 3 hitters.
Yeah, very unusual. Ground ball here, though.
Ground ball. Shucked over to second, over to first. That is a 4-6-3 double play. We're heading to the bottom of the first.
What makes baseball even better? Shohei.
What a way to start. He got in some trouble. He walked 2, struck Ohtani out, and then got the batter to ground into a 4-6-3 double play. Let's get a little music going in between the breaks here, everybody. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the internet tonight. Looks like I'm gonna have to put a trouble ticket into the ISP. Started. Grab your phone and turn my Wi-Fi off. I'm sure it has. Hi, Rosebud. Grandpa's Sweet Pea's here tonight. Ah, you want to come sit with Grandpa's? Huh? What a little turkey. That's what it was. It just started up, so as soon as you pulled in, it connected to me.
What are you doing?
Alright, so we are back to Truist, everybody. Let me get this music killed out. Looks like I found the problem. My daughter come to visit, and her phone's hooked to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, as soon as she just shut it off, it's back to normal, so.
Short term, long term. So at this time of year,
all right, sorry about that. So want to know the count around on Acuna Jr. Acuna with a 333 average this season, 24 homers, 61 RBIs, and a .989 OPS.
And you know, we added where we could.
You don't think we need any more position players?
Hey, Gene, how you doing, buddy?
You know what?
You don't want to get a big bat at the deadline?
Yeah, you know what's interesting? We talked about some bats.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Kept everybody on the roster. No one was getting traded. But we still, you know, there was a moment where we just weren't feeling the starters. We weren't feeling some of the relievers.
Strike.
We're like, okay.
So 2-1 the count.
A starter or a lockdown late inning guy. If we can't do that, why don't we just score more runs? So there was a moment where we just chased.
So we are.
The name of the game.
Here we are in the bottom of the ninth, and we are one like away from hitting our usual 10 like goal that we start every stream out at.
You can't get locked into.
So thank you so much for everybody already helping me almost reach that goal. We're one like away from it.
What is available to you? You know, so I can't. If I need a shortstop, or you know, if there's none available.
Here comes the pitch, 3-1 count. Swing, foul ball. So 3-2.
Well, you did add a couple of arms in the bullpen, and the latest addition today with Brad Hand, a 3-time All-Star, gives you another lefty, and then you also got Nicky Lopez, good insurance policy on the infield.
Yeah, and I think look, right now we expect Dylan Lee's going to go on a rehab real soon. He threw it today, and
here comes the pitch down in the dirt. That's going to be ball 4. So we will have a leadoff walk.
Then you have AJ as well. There's an old scout saying if you have one left-hander in the bullpen, it's like you don't have any.
Go ahead run is now on first.
And when you have 3, especially when you still have 2 months to go plus, it's nice. It gives Smith more.
I certainly appreciate you stopping in, Gene.
So the one thing with Brad is the ERA is not great this year. He's had a lot of.
Well, hey, how you doing there, Jeremy? Welcome in, buddy.
Left-handers are very good. He's got a ton of experience and has that third option from the left side. It's just nice to have that depth for us.
You gave me 10. All right, thank you. So there we have it. Already by the bottom of the first, we have.
Because you're in Colorado, and I'm not.
Bottom of the first, we have our first goal met of 10 likes.
So he's going to be kind of rejuiced, ready.
Thank you very much. So now we're going to set our sights on reaching 20 likes.
And
we'll shoot for that 20 like goal.
Now we have guys coming back from the IL. And again, another guy from the left side that can get swing and miss on the left-handed hitters. He's just a nice option for Snit to have and to continue to have that depth.
So Acuna down at first here. Ozzie Albies up now against Patrick Sandoval, and Alex Anthopoulos with us in the booth. So you're going through
Ozzie 1-1. Will we see Ronald Acuna try to steal
which you said that you
another base this game?
Max Fried,
I think we will.
In the next week. Kyle Wright hopefully
and I think he'll get
sometime before the end of the season. How much did you weigh those decisions with what you were going out and looking for, Alex?
Yeah, it was a big factor. So again, we talked to the.
Well, at least you woke up before the game was over.
The percentages, these guys will be back at this time.
I commented to your comment you left, Gene.
These guys are going to be back.
I didn't see it until this morning. Last night's game stream, I had to cut early. If you're still here, I know you were saying you were just dropping in, dropping a like and saying hey. But if you are still here, I did respond to you. I had to cut last night's stream short. My internet was horrible. Oh, they're gonna get Ronald. Oh,
we need to keep that depth, even in these playoff runs. We've lost
players. I missed it. I was looking at the chat.
You know, this is just one of those.
I think he stuttered. I think he stutter went, and they caught him in between the bases.
Sandoval's got a great pickoff move, so now 1 away. Well, I'm just curious, as a general manager, what in the world is this last 72, 96 hours like? Is your phone just nonstop?
Yeah, it's going. The last day.
That's disappointing that didn't actually get to see what happened because these guys are blabbing.
About a trade with like 4 minutes to go. And, you know, we did the Iglesias deal last year. Man, I felt like 2 minutes to go.
I guess I might have jinxed old Acuna for that.
It's, you know,
shame on me.
Scramble, was the Soler deal we did at the last minute as well. But leading up to it, I mean, you always feel a pressure to try to improve the club, to make the club better. You know, there's an expectation, fans, media, your players as well. I think the one thing with our guys is that we had to weigh the fact that guys are coming back from the IL. We only can put 26 guys on that field.
Yeah.
So it's a challenge, like who's going to go? So you're trying to map it all out.
And only 13 pitchers too now.
Right. So you're trying to map it all out. And then in September you get to add one more position player, one more arm. You still get a little tight. So the bar for us was high, and it needed to be clearly better than the guys.
There you go. Ozzie Albies with a base hit up the middle.
He's going to turn and head for second.
No, he's not. He's going to turn around and go back to first.
With a 1-out single.
Have you ever seen, not to change subjects, but the Braves haven't faced a lefty since June 20th. Did you know that?
No, but it's definitely felt that way. And look, you see stuff where I think, you know,
that's
now.
Crazy, though.
Yeah, we absolutely, when we can. Well, no, when we can, we look out at who we're playing.
Yeah.
And where we can, you know, you want to give guys rest. We try to line up the rotation whenever we can. Now we get the players in and so on, but we look ahead. Now there's times where health is going to always take priority, but I think if you're a team that can mess around with the rotation a little bit, if you have one left-hander, you can move him out.
You're not going to pitch him against us.
Yeah, you're probably, now if you're stuck in the middle of the series, sure. But, I mean, we've done that as well with certain guys. I mean, I can tell you last year when we called up
Austin Riley with a 274 average, 24 home runs, 64 RBIs on the season, and .834 OPS.
We had you on opening day up in D.C.
He's now behind on the count, 0-2. We got one out, runner on first.
Here August 1st, 30 games above 500. What would you have said?
Man, I mean, there's no way, right? I just would have said, okay, yeah, right. You know, it just, I'm still, just to hear you say it.
Right, here comes the pitch.
I know we've done well. We've had a nice run
foul
here.
ball, so 0-2. The count will stay the same, and we'll do it again.
You know, be a wet blanket, and but it's been awesome. It's been great. We've had some really exciting moments and winning streaks and so on, but. You know that it could change, especially in the playoffs, right? Like we've lost series coming out of the break, and you can lose a short series. And I don't think our guys would ever be this way, to lose sight of having a sense of urgency and so on.
Here comes the windup.
Look, these guys have had great years. Snit and the coaches have done a great job.
There it is. There's a pitch. Ball one.
And hopefully we can just keep the whole thing going. You know, win the division.
I hope they don't keep talking like this the whole damn game.
We're in a good spot come playoff time.
1-2 here to Austin Riley. Alex Anthopoulos joining us in the booth. Well, with that success, what you've been able to build here, it's great. This is a good problem to have, but do you feel like there is pressure that it is World Series or bust?
Ball two, so the count is now 2-2.
I'm a sports fan, right? So, and I'll listen to talk radio, but I listen to it when they talk Hawks, Falcons. If it's Braves, I'll
Austin Riley,
but
the last 10 games has just been on fire.
And but when I'm in my car,
he cooled off a little bit yesterday, but
look, I get it. We have a good team. That's
I say that it's out to center. And you can't make the play. Ozzie's going to move to third.
Austin's going to head to
Austin's going to go to second. Beautiful.
Funky spin at the end and kind of died on Moniak because originally it looked like he had a pretty good beat.
Sorry, the center fielder Moniak tried to get to the ball, and
he got in on Austin
as he's sliding in to get it, just misses the ball.
He almost overran it. He got lucky. He got a glove on it.
If he did, yeah. But I mean, but you know, And this isn't a cop-out. You just don't.
So
know
here we go.
Who's going to be
Big man
healthy,
Matt
who's playing
Olson
well.
heading to the
Look,
plate.
about 2019, we had a World Series caliber team.
Matt hit
Freddie
us.
Freeman had a better
He hit his 36th home run of the season yesterday. Let's see if he can put a ball over the wall here and start us out good. Ball one.
And see, I don't.
Come on,
Matteo.
Matteo.
As far as I'm concerned, my wife didn't get to the park soon enough. I told her.
Matt has a 263 average on the season, 36 home runs with 89 RBIs, and his OPS is a .960 on the season.
So but we had a really good team. We won 97 games. We were
Matt's home run yesterday was the Braves' 200th of the season.
We had a fantastic club.
Looks like he's gonna pop fly out center. Ozzy's going to come in to score. He will easily. Braves now take the lead 1-0.
But they were banged up and so on. It's not excuses. But it just don't.
This is in fact the Braves' first lead of the series.
I view it as put yourself in a position to win a World Series. Hope things line up, and I don't feel any pressure beyond that. To be candid with you, I feel like we just should all feel like, hey, this team's got.
So that was a.
If we have a shot,
that was a sacrifice RBI sac fly for Matt Olson.
Certainly has a shot. Matt Olson driving in yet another run to tie the game.
I would say the depth.
Bolstering his RBI count on the season. So now we have Sean Murphy up to bat.
Well, you got 5.
First ball's going to be down in the dirt. Ball one. Murph has a 278 batting average, 17 home runs with 58 homers.
He's been incredible. And it was I stayed back from spring training because I was.
And he has a .909 OPS on the season.
So on, and I called Terry and I'm like, look, I'm going to miss the team dinner. I'm trying to get this thing done. I want to get done before opening day and not deal with any of that kind of stuff. And look, obviously.
Where's our chatters out there?
Shortstop, which
seems like everything's a bit quiet tonight.
But look, I mean,
I realize we're streaming against CeeLo over there.
They voted him in. For sure. I mean, and he earned it, but that tells you a ton about the brand and the Braves and the fan base. So
nobody wanting to talk tonight, huh?
It was really apparent to me watching our postseason run in 2018 when we faced LA. We were just so thin. We didn't have power. And in the postseason, you're trying to string together 3 singles. That's tough to do.
All right, so we got 1-1 to count. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be.
Guys cold, 2 or 3 guys are cold.
Not sure if they called. Okay, they called that a ball. First base ump says no swing. 2-1 the count. We have 2 outs.
It was tough, and he put so much
runner on second. Braves have a 1-0 lead.
Got the protection, and I think it's been.
Hey, Goose Sports, what's up, buddy?
Very much.
How you doing tonight, bud?
9-hitter or 7-hitter.
I appreciate you stopping in.
We want 5 good guys in the rotation, and so on.
1-0 here in Atlanta. Matt Olson driving in his 90th
I see that.
season. And now Sean
Appreciate
Murphy
you stopping by, man.
Count. Ohtani and Acuna, just as a baseball fan, how excited when the calendar release came out? Were you excited for this series?
Yeah, and you know what? Snett was talking before the series about, I'm not going to walk that guy. I don't want to rob the fans. So I'm like, hey, did you see Toronto?
Are you streaming tonight there, Goose?
Matt Chapman said a couple nice things.
And
I guess I could go on the phone and check that out.
When the Angels come in, it's exciting because of the talent that they have. And obviously a guy like Ohtani, the fact the fans get a chance to see him. Look, on the one hand, I don't want him to pitch because he's great. But on the other, it'd be really cool for the fans to get an opportunity to see him. But just even last night, like the one pitch he gets, it's 114, then the other one, Harris, robs the homer. I mean, I saw him in Japan when I was in LA. I flew out.
You are. Well, thank you for stopping by while you're alive. I certainly appreciate that, bud.
A great runner. He's an elite runner. He's a great starter. But this guy can fly.
We'll definitely be.
I said that
we'll definitely be dropping in. It seems like as long as everybody here in the homestead stays off the Wi-Fi, everything's stable for me. So here during one of the first couple breaks, we'll head on over and we'll return the favor of a like and come give you a shout out.
To be around a guy like that, and and it's one of those things you take with you in your career.
Sean Murphy earns a 2-out walk, and Marcell Ozuna.
So that's going to be a walk for Sean Murphy. So now we have a runner on first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the first, with the Braves leading 1-0. We have Marcell Ozuna heading to the plate. Marcell has a 237 average, 22 home runs, and they took it down.
I think it all depends if you have something that you're waiting on. So there's something that popped up late for us today.
His OPS is a .7. 8.5 on the season.
scramble like fire drill. You know, you're pulling up video, you're pulling up contractual stuff, 40-man roster, this and that.
I definitely appreciate you stopping in.
Files. And I could tell you, the Iglesias deal last year was like the
All
scramble.
right, first pitch is going to be a ball.
And
high
and
way outside the zone.
And, I think he was close to being the all-time traded guy, and that was what put it over the top for us. No, I'm just kidding.
Could we see Ozuna put one over the fence?
Just bring him back and he would shove, right?
So I mean, but you're scrambling. Sometimes you can't realize.
Come on, Bob.
You have to talk through all those
there,
things. So,
that was your pitch, bud. He knew it too. He knew that was his pitch.
There isn't anything there, but look, sometimes the GM will call you. I remember.
So 1-1 the count.
2019, we'd been talking about a starter, and the price was super high, and then all of a sudden, with like 3 minutes to go, the price dropped, and we still didn't get it done, but. You just have to be prepared, but you're normally still going through stuff. You still talk through
stuff. All right,
stuff.
That's going to be high and outside again, ball 2.
Table, and you can call someone back at any time.
Can something happen at 6:01, or is there just this drop dead time?
So what you'll do is, we started talking about it around like 10 to 6, like, hey, we still had some irons in the fire, some conversations of, we weren't in agreement, but they were still alive.
I wish these guys,
so we have our in the office.
I'm not even sure who this Alex Anthopoulos is.
The emails ready.
But
we don't know yet who's going back.
Yeah.
It's like less time to type everything in. So like draft it all up.
Sounds like the guy's on drugs.
We're acquiring so and so from this team. We don't know yet who's going back, but have it ready.
Send that in before 6. You're right.
Or by 6.
3-1 the count. 2 outs.
These 3 players are going. Put it in the email.
Oh,
it's a lot quicker. It might be a matter of a minute
high, long, but foul.
All those things lined up, and that's what we did. We have it lined up that if we have to
3-2 the count, full boat.
If you're off by a second, it's over.
Wow, that is fascinating. Marcell Ozuna was way out ahead of that, but he hammered it. Now it's a 3-2 count here.
Come on, Bum.
Anthopoulos in the booth is already provided.
We know you can do it.
See if the Braves can tack on more here in the home half of the first against Patrick Sandoval. That's fouled away.
Foul ball.
I think Alex did a good job.
Count to stay the same, and we'll do it again.
Deadline, this Augusta kind of.
You can't golf
it's impressive, man.
right?
You can't golf, just wear it.
Just wear it. Now I've been to, you live in Georgia, you get to go to Augusta. I've never been on the course golfing, but I've been there. I think 3 times.
Hey, thank you so much for the likes. We are now at 14 likes already for our 20 like goal. 6 likes away from hitting that 20 like goal.
Yeah, your bank account gets hit hard.
And we're still in the bottom of the first. Oh, there it goes. Strike 3. So that's going to be out number 3. We're going to head to the top of the second.
General Manager Alex Anthopoulos. Braves up 1-0 as we head to the second.
General Manager. All right, so with that said, why don't we head on over? We're going to return the favor to our good friend Goose Sports. We're going to head on over to his channel. And then we'll do the next break. We'll head on over to CeeLo's and give him a shout and a like on his channel. So let's get this. Let me get on over to his channel here. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I didn't even notice that. 3 subscribes. Thank you so much, everybody. That actually made my day. Thank you so very much. Oh, looks like we're all streaming the Braves game.
Fast. Fiber helps you poop, right?
Yeah, damn mad. Go in there. We go into Goose's stream and it's got an ad about pooping. Oh no. We come over to say hey to him and he's gone. Maybe he's out pooping. Oh, so you know what? Here's what we'll do with that. We'll head on over to CeeLo. We'll go to our good buddy On The Go with CeeLo. That's right, everybody. On The Go with CeeLo. Another great streamer. Does a lot of sports broadcasts.
Much for tuning in here tonight. Ohtani will be up here pretty soon.
There we go.
If the inning goes well for the Angels here, they got a couple batters before Ohtani.
We're going to get our vote in. Let's give our thumbs up.
Sandoval
Let's give a
very
shout out in
good
the
without
chat.
the lead. LR22, welcome back, bud. Welcome back, Spencer Strider. They're talking about Brad Hand, now a Atlanta Brave, acquired today via trade. He's shutting down the lefties for sure. So 2 balls already here. Spencer Strider throwing a lot of balls here tonight. I'm not sure what's up with that. Lenny, what's going on? Kenyans, and how did they score? I was in the shower. A pop fly to left field, and Ozzie scored. Matt Olson got an RBI, sac fly, RBI. Shout out to CeeLo, dropped in a while on the show. You some love, great stream. Thank you so much, appreciate it, Clan. Make sure you go check out Clan.
HBS. There you go, my friend.
Great job on Braves baseball as well.
I appreciate that shout out. Thank you, buddy.
Strike 1, Spencer.
All right, so we are back to the game. So let me get us back to live.
He's tremendous, and he's transparent, and just appreciate his time. And just
that's going to be strike 1, 2-0, 2-1 the count.
Thank you, moderator. Mods do a great job. Popped up.
Really take over for you as a starter.
So we're going to have to, we'll have to stop back in for Goose Sports there tonight. Thank you again for those likes. Thank you. We are now at 16 likes. 4 likes away from our 20 like goal.
But I will tell you what, Brandon, I love how you asked him the question with how I always wondered that too. Honestly, how the last.
That's going to be out number 1 for Strider. Did he strike him out though?
I mean, that's so you think about it. 5:56.
The starter situation, obviously. They made calls. They looked at the starters.
I was a little bit behind. Now we're back live. 0-1 the count. Mickey Moniak.
Like he said, hopefully right.
Moniak's going to foul ball down the right baseline.
Well, I told you
that's
today before
0-2 the count.
You know, you didn't get another starter. You didn't give me. I said I kind of like it. It's like the Braves telling everybody we don't need anybody.
Let me get that.
You know, look, they got some relievers, like you said.
Let me get that updated for
offensively. They got what they need with Max Fried coming back.
For those subs, I certainly appreciate that very much. So
for an inning. So this team's well.
We're trying to reach that 900 subscriber goal.
Missing outside there at 98 to even the count to Mickey Moniak.
When we hit that 900 subscriber goal, we're going to have a little celebration where we'll do some random giveaways.
He is just such a down-to-earth guy. Just a guy you want to sit down and chat with. Swing and a miss. Strider got him. Second strikeout tonight for Spencer.
Okay, number 2 for Strider. 201 on the season.
I'll tell you what, if he could replicate that pitch, that thing's got a little bit of movement running to the right on a left-handed hitter. There's no way you can hit that. Such an effective
check
pitch.
and see what we're sitting at.
Start to the series for Moniak. He's 0 for 6 with 5 strikeouts.
All right.
And now another one of those Rockies, Randall Grichuk, his second game in an Angels uniform.
Happy August, everybody. August 1st.
And quickly 0-2 here.
Beautiful. 0-2 the count already for Strider. Making quick work so far this inning. Here comes the pitch.
Just off the
just off.
There with that slider.
Ball 1.
Of his 201 strikeouts.
So we got Randall Grichuk
come via the slider.
Has a 307 batting average on the season, 9 home runs, 28 RBIs, and a .867 for an OPS. Strider lines up. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball.
Back to the fastball.
Count will stay the same. We'll do it again.
That, Brandon. Last year he struck out 59%.
Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you for remembering that. Yes, I was actually going to bring that up. I was going to do that after we went over and talked to Goose. That I was going to remind everybody that.
Olsen.
Oh, that's going to be a base hit. Just over Olsen's head.
And it'll be a little flare single.
Right, but I was gonna bring that up and remind everybody that I will not be streaming tomorrow's game. Everybody, tomorrow is my 27th anniversary, so I want to spend as much time with my wife as I can tomorrow.
Those strikeout numbers, though, Jeff, do you think ideally it's a 50-50 mix between fastball and slider?
Yeah, I love that. You know, maybe a little more on the slider just because people are gearing up for that fastball. But again, I think he can just make it easier on himself. And I think as he continues to go, like, you know, the next step for him to me, as we've seen the last few starts, you know, 6th inning, guys start to.
So we got some Los Angeles fans with us tonight. I appreciate you guys stopping in to check out the stream. Absolutely.
For later in the game, if you need to go a little more, you need to elevate it. But again, I think he's having better success because he's mixed.
All right, so we got 0-1 the count, 2 outs, run around first. Strike 3, or excuse me, strike 2.
Change up that time from Strider.
Remember, we used to not.
I got a little ahead of myself.
I mean, you might see 1 or 2 the first time through the lineup. Now, like this versus a lefty, why not throw it?
All right, Strider getting set. Here comes the pitch.
Grounded Olsen.
Grounder over to Olsen's going to step on the bag for out number 3.
Retired, a single and nothing else.
So we're going to head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second. So with that said, let's quickly head on over to our buddy Goose's. We'll see if he's back streaming yet. We popped in there a little bit ago, and he was away.
Do this for just 20 minutes per day to burn fat.
That's right. Every time I go to his, I get the ads. Hey, at least this time it wasn't about pooping.
Tuesday. Although I didn't have tacos today.
There he is. There's Mr. Goose sitting there. So who will win? Let's give a Braves. Let's give him a thumbs up. Let's give him a shout out in the chat.
And kind of change it up. Do Taco Thursday. So Pilar, Garcia, and Harris do up here for Atlanta in the bottom of the second inning. We'll see if Sandoval can have a little better inning than he did in the first inning, where he threw like 35 pitches.
There we go. We sent him a chat message.
Yeah, steak tacos are pretty good, huh? I had those a few weeks ago. Hey, what's up, Clint? How you doing, man?
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, no problem, man.
Appreciate it.
I saw that you were on. I want to come by. Want to stop by and give you a like.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So yeah, have a good stream, also, man.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Let's get back to it. All right, so we're still on commercials, so we're doing good here. Yep. Now we're back to Truist Park.
He loves the A-list perks of being an exclusive member, gate access, having that, and also his account. Takes a pitch outside.
All right, first pitch.
We talked about, Jeff, that's the last time.
Going to be a ball. See, it brought me off a commercial, and when it's on commercial, I can't do nothing. It doesn't tell me if I'm live or not. It brought me off a commercial where I wasn't live by a few seconds.
But Eddie Rosario getting a break tonight.
So we got Kevin Pillar, who's in for Eddie Rosario tonight. Pillar with a 243 batting average, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs, and a .734 OPS on the season. He's even at 1 for the count. Bottom of the second. No outs. That's going to be ball, too.
Sandoval, 5th season in Major League Baseball, all with the Angels. This is his 75th career start here this evening.
Steak for dinner. That sounds good.
I saw it in the first inning when he gave up a couple of walks. Command at times has been a problem.
Making me hungry, Kenneth. I haven't ate my supper yet.
We talked about this a little bit the other day, but
my daughter actually bought me Subway tonight.
Some of these other pitchers, look, Ohtani's going to do what he wants, but you know when you every 6-7 days,
Dad needed Subway.
Kind of gets everybody else.
Actually, she bought it earlier in the day. I still haven't ate it.
You're going to do it for somebody, Ohtani.
Spicy Italian. Of course, I tried a bite of it, and evidently the workers didn't listen to what they said, or they told the worker wrong because it only had mustard, and I don't like that.
No, that's a good point. I wondered that too. I wonder if you asked guys like Sandoval,
gotta thank her for the effort, though.
behind closed doors, I would think their preference would be to know that they're locked in once every 5
So that was a
days.
ground ball over to the third baseman who threw it to first to get that out for out number 1.
Some of these guys too, you know.
So now we got Orlando Arcia heading at the bat. He's got a .295 batting average, 10 home runs, 36 RBIs, and a .789 OPS on the season.
It's funny, you look at the Angels roster.
First pitch is going to be a strike.
Far off, but
to me, it seemed a little generous. I know the interactive shows that it was right there on the line, but in real time, it didn't look like that to me.
It's loaded.
It is hard to believe. You think about who they've
that one's down in the dirt.
That they have not been to the playoffs
all
since 2014. They haven't had a winning season since 2015.
That's what I said. You think about the American League, the whole AL East, 5 teams over 500. The AL West.
Kenneth, they're talking about steak, man. Boy, now you really got me hungry.
You got the Mariners not too far off. It's kind of just.
Thank you again for that like. I certainly appreciate it. We're now at 17 likes of our 20 like goal.
And then the Central in both the American and the National, they kind of.
If we reach that 20 like goal, we'll go ahead and continue racing it and try to match the. Try to reach the bar each time.
Reaches for that.
Oh, foul ball in play. Out number 2.
2 away. Well, you may have noticed it's Eddie Perez, not Eric Young, over there at first base tonight. Trying to get information on that, but nothing has been passed along to us yet. I'm certainly hoping that everything is okay with EY.
I know Eddie's not as cool looking as EY is over there.
But Eddie's just as nice and just as fun to be around.
You know.
Hey, you be nice to Eddie. Eddie's a good man. But Eddie at first, and then Ron Washington, who wasn't here this weekend because of his induction into the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame, back at third base. Harris hits this solid.
Harris is going to be an easy out. It's going to be out number 3.
1, 2, 3, bottom of the second.
So with that, we're going to head to the top of the third.
Revolutionary fantasy game.
Going to pause up the sound for it. It's kind of different. Some nights when I'm sitting here with the app, they don't have commercials. It goes to it just says commercial break, no sound, and that just makes it so much easier to work with things. And then other nights like tonight, they have commercial pack. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just checking some things here. All right, so again, like everybody, getting back to what Kenneth wishing me a happy early anniversary for tomorrow. Because it is my 27th anniversary, I will not be streaming tomorrow's game. And the Braves have Thursday off, the 3rd, and the first preseason for the NFL will be Thursday night, 7:00 p.m. Central, and it'll be the Browns and is it the Jets? Oh, there we go. We're back to Truist.
Just saying, man.
Sorry about that.
Just saying.
Well, I watch in Indiana every game through.
Let me
the
look it up
90s,
for
and
sure.
when you got traded
I
here
do
in
believe I'll
93,
be
and that
streaming
West
the
Fire,
Hall of
first
Fame
look
game
I
tomorrow
got
night,
at that
or
helicopter
Thursday night.
swing in the homer. Oh man,
You know what I'm saying? Well, because back in the day, all you had
So
was
any of you NFL fans,
The Cubbies,
WGN.
I'm a Bears fan, true and through.
Got to see it.
But
well, Fred, talk to
I
us
love to
about
stream,
being in the Hall of
and
Fame.
I love
Obviously,
watching
that's what
football. I
every
love watching
player
baseball.
dreams
Now,
of. What was that like?
with
the whole
baseball,
experience was awesome. Other than
one team, streaming one team keeps you busy all season long. So that's why I've only done. That's why I've only done a few games, where I streamed a team other than the Braves just a few times. Because with baseball, there's enough games in the season that keeps you very busy. Football, I like to try streaming the Thursday game, at least one, maybe 2 games on a Sunday, and the Monday game. Definitely when the Bears play, I'll be streaming. Browns, Jets, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kenneth. I thought it was Jets.
Neto pops out to RC one away here.
The only game, guys, for week 1 of the preseason. It's the only game. I believe the next game after that will be on the 10th.
Experience being able to talk with a lot of the Hall of Famers because we're staying at the same hotel.
And the Bears will be.
Like 2 hours.
Bears have a game
because when I was growing up
during week 2, and I will absolutely for sure be streaming the Bears game.
He's hitting 370, 380. And so to have opportunity to
all right, so we have
and so forth, it was just great.
We have one out.
It was just so great. And then you have guys who
the batter pop fly
ex-wives and so
short,
forth, and being able to talk to them.
Easily caught for out number 1.
Was awesome. Just the whole experience.
Now here we have Strider ahead in the count 0-2.
Monday.
Wow. Was it emotional?
We're back to the top of the order, so Shohei Ohtani will be up next.
But on the inside,
they got Fred McGriff in the booth with them right now.
Up to that Sunday, I'm reading.
Tonight evidently is their girls' talk night. Strike 3, baby.
Cool, calm, because I was prepared.
That's 3 Ks on the night for Strider.
It's a little nerve-wracking though when you turn around and you look at all those guys behind you. Oh, without a doubt. Because like, man, he was a great player. Yeah. He was a great pitcher. But sometimes I laugh because I'm like, some of these guys, I got them in the books. Yeah, I was going to say, I took you deep a few times. So that's when they go, how you doing, Mr. McGriff? So Lee Smith was like, Fred, okay.
Strider's first pitch is a strike to Ohtani. Can we see him strike Ohtani out a second time?
Crime Dog, what do you think of this matchup here, Strider and Ohtani?
Down.
Pretty cool, huh?
Down and out. So ball 1. Count is even.
But he struck him out in the first at bat.
We're in the top of the 3rd with 2 outs. The Braves currently lead 1-0. Shohei Ohtani 1-1 to count. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout in the first.
He had that big leg kick in spring training.
That's going to be a foul ball, so 1-2 to count.
This leg kick ain't going to work. And so he got rid of the leg kick. And ever since then, he's just been hitting bombs.
Leading Major League Baseball with 39 homers here. The Crime Dog Fred McGriff is up in the booth with us, fresh off his induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. I always wonder.
Foul ball
again.
One thing to go count to stay the same, and we'll do it again.
That call that you received, letting you know you're going into the hall, is one of the coolest moments. What was that like? Where were you when you got the call?
Without a doubt. But I was at home, and because they'd already prepped me and told me, Fred, if you're elected, we'll call you like 30 minutes before. We don't want you to
comes the windup in the pitch. Down in the dirt.
So you're
ball
like,
2, so the count's even.
I had to play cool because I couldn't tell my wife and daughter.
Come on, Strider.
Oh, man, look at that. Well, with social media these days, man, your daughter would have. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
You're welcome in.
Kept it quiet, but it was just
appreciate
great.
you guys stopping in. If you're just joining us, the Braves are currently in the lead 1-0.
It was all about playing in the big leagues. When you're growing up,
ball 3, full count.
You just want to play in the big leagues. And so everything else is like just gravy, man. It's
come on, Strider.
Now, Jeff, I must ask you. Okay, now you sit here in the booth every night, right? And you had some power. You're a good player, right? And you see some of these balls going out the ball.
Here comes the pitch. Strike 3. Got him swinging. That's 4 Ks on the night for Strider. 2 strikeouts for Ohtani.
Out swinging.
Game starts at 20, best slip is empty. I gotta call KG. KG, what up? I got nothing.
Beautiful start for Strider. Struggled a little bit in the first. He walked 2. Got a batter to ground into the 6-4-3 double play to get out of the inning. And just 1, 2, 3 That's definitely what we want to see from Strider. He's now struck Ohtani out twice. All right, why don't we go through some scores here? Looks like we have Miami currently leading Philadelphia 1-0 in the top of the 7th. We have Pittsburgh leading Detroit 3-0 in the top of the 4th. Tampa Bay is leading the New York Yankees 4-0 in the top of the 4th. Washington leading Milwaukee 3-1 in the top of the 4th. We have a tie game between Baltimore and Toronto in the bottom of the 4th. Tie game for Minnesota and St. Louis at 0 in the top of the 2nd. No score there. A no score between Chicago Cubs and Cincinnati in the top of the 1st for them. No score for the Chicago White Sox in Texas in the top of the 1st. And that is it for us.
Prime Dog is back here with us in the booth.
All right, we are back to Truist Park.
You guys continue your discussion that you were having.
I was just saying.
So there's some of your
road to the game with me.
There's some of your scores from around the league thus far.
It's crazy. You think they're popped straight up in the air and they go 10 rows deep.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at guys' swings, right, and I'm looking at his swing and I'm like, no.
So we have the Braves top of the batting order up, Ronald Acuna Jr. His first plate appearance, he had a walk, and then he was caught in between the bases.
Speaking of
tagged
swings,
out.
I mentioned yours.
In the
Everybody likes
first.
to talk about it. It was my favorite swing growing
I
up.
think I
watching
jinxed him.
you.
I
How
just
did you
said that
develop
I thought he was
that
going to steal the
helicopter
base.
swing?
Tom Mansky.
And I was actually doing something. I didn't catch it because they
that's why I kept Tom Mansky out of my speech.
the guys up in the booth were talking so much they had the general manager in there.
So I
And
didn't do it, but the thing about it,
I completely missed what happened. I don't know exactly what happened. They didn't show a replay or nothing of it. So all I know is he got tagged out in between the bases.
Tampa, I want you to drive to Orlando.
All right, 2-1 the count.
See this guy Tom Mansky. He has some batting cages called baseball.
There's
World.
gonna be
Go
ball
see him,
3.
Slow your swing down, and everything else. So I'm like, okay. So I get back to Tampa, and I go see him. I drive down there. I only seen him one time, but he helped me out. He slowed my swing down. That was the first time somebody had ever videotaped my swing and everything. So he did it. So now, 6 or 7 years later, now I'm in the big
All
leagues,
4.
right?
So Acuna again walked.
He says, Fred, man, you mind doing me a favor? I'll bring some kids to Chicago.
So we have runner on first, bottom of the 3rd with no outs. The Braves currently leading 1-0.
We go to Little League Park.
Sandoval will be pitching his 51st pitch on the night.
So he gives me
this next pitch.
Everything, and he's like, just say, look into the camera and say, this is guaranteed to get results. so
Ozzy Albies.
Right.
Oh, it's going to be shallow, out to right field. Easy out number 1.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
That was the thing. It was more to me when you look at the camera, like you wanted to kill somebody if they don't go get Tom Mansky's thing. You're very just, you smile out. You were mean in that video.
Remember, everybody, we currently have a 20-like goal set for the channel. We're currently sitting at 17 likes, so we need 3 more likes to reach that 20-like goal.
Put it that way.
But
if you haven't done so already and you do like what you see and you like what you hear, please hit that thumbs up.
Huge money if you tried to.
All the thumbs up, all the subscribes, all the chat interaction you have, all that tells the algorithm that you like my content and it will push me to a broader audience.
And everything else. And I'm in the training room.
As a matter of fact, be sure to get your votes in for the chat poll. Unfortunately, the Golden Broom is no longer available. Everybody, the vote last night when I ended the stream was for the Braves, and the Braves did actually lose. The community page, the majority vote was for the Braves, and the Braves lost, so that stops the Golden Broom availability for this series. But hey, it's still fun to do. So be sure to get your votes in here in the chat and head on over to the community page. before the stream ends and get your votes in there as well.
If you slow it
And
down,
remember,
right?
drop
We
a
didn't
like
try to
in
do
there.
It just happened
Like I said,
naturally.
all the
We
likes,
had
all their
lots of
interacting, whether
content,
it's my
okay.
community page,
Now,
my
they're trying to
videos
do
and
it.
playlists,
So now,
live
everybody's
stream,
on the back
it all
leg,
helps.
swinging straight up. And the thing, because but kids forget that.
They just tried to
Launch
get
angles measured
Acuna
after
out
you make
again.
contact.
He wasn't having none of that.
It's not measured before you make contact. It's measured after you make contact. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 degrees, whatever, or negative. If you hit a ground ball, negative 5, 10. That's when it's measured.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to teach these kids. They're just trying to just serious launch, and that's why strikeouts out the roof.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? People
200
lost their mind.
strikeouts. Here we go. Let's see this.
Yeah.
This is a thing of beauty. Oh, that
Look
little
at
hop
thing.
at the end.
That's when you know you got it. Right?
I got
But then think about it. So you got to run the bases like you've been there, done that, right? Because then the pitcher will throw you another one right down the middle of the plate, right? You don't got to be styling and pimping. You know what I mean? Hey, just trick them. Trick them, dude. Like, okay, I'm just going to run these bases.
All right, so here comes the one. Oh, nope. Going to try to pick off Acuna again, who gets back to
one guy
base.
that wasn't in Cooperstown that you were one of his favorites, but Bobby Cox.
Great man.
How much he meant to you.
Awesome, just awesome, dude. You know, he treated everybody like men. You knew Bobby was the man. You didn't need a captain. You didn't need to name somebody the captain of the team because Bobby was the man. If anything was going on in that clubhouse,
Swing and a miss for Austin Riley. Strike 3. So that's going to be out number 2.
Bobby was going to take. He didn't need somebody else.
Austin Riley, who the last 10 games up well, I guess tonight would be the 12th. Within the last 12 games, he was on fire the previous 10, but yesterday and today, he's not done well so far. So here we go, Matt Olson heading to the plate.
Left-handed pitchers. This dude is
all one.
He eats them up.
Yeah, he does.
Matt Olson had the only home run yesterday for the Braves.
No home runs to left-handed hitters.
It was a solo home run for his 36th of the season. But when he hit that solo home run, it was the Braves.
I mean, he is unbelievable.
The Braves' 200th home run of the season.
And he just eats them up.
Exactly. And you know, he does a good job against them, too, at just shooting at the
his first plate appearance, he had a sac fly RBI. So.
Well, and all the talk, and understandably so, for Ohtani and Acuna, those guys.
It's the only run we've had so far.
Right now. I mean, Matt Olson.
1 and 1 the count, 2 outs, run around first.
Homers, 90 runs.
Bottom of the third.
He's having a great year.
Yeah, I mean, if it finishes.
Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
He's going to be Ronald, obviously, 1, but Freddie Freeman and Matt Olson will be 2-3.
2 and 3, no question about it. Well, while we anticipate and wait for this home run by Matt Olson, you know, he talked about Bobby Cox, but when you got traded here in '93, Braves coming off those 2 great seasons, what was your excitement level and just your years here in Atlanta, the World Series title as you come back? Did those memories all come flooding back to you?
Remember, if you're new to the channel or if you're a returning viewer, if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that thumbs up.
The play on the field, just
every thumbs up helps get the algorithm to push me to a broader audience. As a matter of fact, unfortunately, I had some unfortunate luck. I actually got a copyright strike.
Just quality.
About I think it's been.
Every day was awesome.
It's been about 7 or 8 days now. Fair. So that's it. That's the end of the third.
I think you should look right there, though, and say this is the instructional video.
But I got a copyright strike for doing a Shohei Ohtani highlight video. Sad thing was, it was a Korean sports network. SPOTV are the ones that claimed copyright. And no way do they own any of that video footage. And I know they don't own any of my graphics that I designed and I made. So what they were claiming copyright to, I have no idea. I'd never done a counterclaim, and evidently I didn't fill it out right. YouTube decided that because I did not show enough proof, or I didn't do it right, that they were going to deny the counterclaim. And yeah, I guess I'm supposed to move on. Over 500,000 views within the 3 video, and this this SPO TV copyright, they did the takedown, request. 3 of my videos. And it was over 500,000 views worth of video. The terrible thing about it is the channel had a lot of momentum behind it. In 5 days, we had put on like 400 subscribers, almost, and it was just going great. And once that strike happened, everything came to a screeching halt, unfortunately. Now I've struggled to get a subscribe from people. The couple videos I've put out, YouTube's not pushing for whatever reason, which doesn't make any sense to me. The last Matt Olson video that I put up, probably 10 hours ago, has been put in front of a whole whopping 90-some people. Where all my previous videos, going back to a month ago, were being pushed, 20,000 times in front of people. And the last 3 videos I've done have not been pushed whatsoever. And as you can tell, the streams, I realize I'm streaming against CeeLo tonight, and most likely Braves Country, and we got Goose Sports streaming it tonight too, so that takes away from it as well.
Man, I got family. I'm busy.
They'd find some excuse.
Yeah, that was my bad luck.
How awesome is that?
And then it wasn't just YouTube I had bad luck with. Internet outages, and I had personal things come up that prevented me from getting back into the streaming and doing videos. So
5 in the game, and he
just had a real bad string of luck.
Here 0-1.
But I hope all that is past
2 walks
us.
in the first inning, but outside of that, Spencer Strider's been really good.
I thought so too, Jeremy. So my wife knows how much effort I put into this, and she just told me if that stuff happens again, that we'll contact our lawyer and see if to have it properly done.
Left. Kevin's going to have to charge, and he gets
have it properly, disputed and whatnot.
Here's a message now from our friends at Zaxby's.
Because obviously I didn't do it right. And I'd never had to do that before.
Alex Anthopoulos, Hall of Famer Fred McGriff, and now back to the baseball with the Braves up 1-0 here in Game 2 of the
All right,
series.
so we got Renfroe 0 for 1 today. He followed up. He had a foul out in the second.
All the offense
All
we saw in the
one.
Milwaukee series, things have changed here with the Angels in town.
Let's calm down a little bit.
So yeah, I was pretty sad. But
that slider 1-1.
With my loss came Maverick's gain. Maverick, was sitting at 500 and some subs when all of a sudden I had my first video explode out there and just go haywire. And when I got the strike and Shohei hit his
sliders outside the zone.
I think it was the home run 39. No, Mav did the 37-38
back to the slider
home run. Put them together and put the video out, and he was barely getting. It would take 2 or 3 days for him to get
200 strikeout season,
even 1,000 views
sitting on
these videos, and I got that strike and. He did that video, and boy, did it blow up. 400 and some thousand views. He went from 500 subs. He's all the way up to like 1,100 now, I think.
Against the Angels.
Yeah, and just flying with it. And now he's got all the momentum, and I'm sitting stagnant. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube. But I'm certainly happy for him. Sad in one way.
2 outs, 2-2 pitch.
Because
6 strikeouts.
There you go,
for Spencer
6
Strider.
6
And
Ks
on
on
we
the
go
day
to
for
the bottom of the
Strider.
4th.
Where did we miss one? The announcers just said 6K.
Friends, to the glasses that spark conversation, to the ideas that then pour out. Ours came from a night like that.
The saddest part about it was
the morning after,
is
to make
the
our
video
own
I
tequila.
had that they
wasn't meant to leave our house.
that they copyrighted
Since we
first
made
and then
this for
took down,
friends, we thought it
because I
wouldn't hurt to
had
make
the
a few
first
more.
one that
Grab a glass,
was
amigo.
it was sitting
Our
at
tequila, your tequila.
280,000 views. And then I had that a second one. I believe it was Shohei's 36th homer. And that one started taking off. It was already at 100 and, or excuse me, 100. It was already at 240-some thousand views after 7 hours. After 7 hours is when they put the copyright claim in and had it taken down.
Draft your set of free cards now.
The sad thing is
MLB.
It was Mav had identical videos, the identical film footage, but he never got a copyright strike, nothing. You know, I don't understand YouTube and how this goes, especially YouTube allowing somebody like this Korean sports network to claim copyright when there's no way they own copyright. But I don't want to sound like a whiner too much, so I'll just leave it at that.
The Angels and the Braves as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
But it was disheartening.
It's time for our Zaxby's
If any of you guys have ever done YouTube and understand the kind of grind and the kind of workload it takes, it really sucked.
Yeah, he's been.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, what I mean by grind is, you gotta understand, I do, other than Maverick doing his broadcasting, I do everything for his channel and my channel. I make sure his stream stuff is running right. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
He got under it.
Oh, I thought Murphy was going to get under it, but it's going to be shallow out to left field, out number 1. So I'm doing the work for 3 channels,
Sack fly, RBI,
and it just really is kicking the balls.
Patrick Sandoval has really turned things around in July after he struggled in June. He had a 7.11 ERA in 5 starts in the month of June. But last month in July,
we have just
he had a 2.08 ERA.
halted dead.
And now he's hoping to carry
dead
at
17 lights now. We were up to 17 lights by like the top of the 2nd, and it is just completely halted.
Marcell Ozuna, who he struck out back in the 1st.
Yeah, smurfing around. So we got Ozuna, who's 0 for 1 today. He had a strikeout in the 1st. He's going to take ball 2, so the count's 2-1. We have 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, with the Braves still leading 1-0.
And it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the best ever, but maybe it's just because I was such a big Braves fan. I always wanted to try to do that helicopter.
But I will say some of the positives have been that my community page, you know, I get a lot of interactions within the community page. People are always coming in and voting on the vote polls.
In Atlanta, 93
they
Fulton County.
Interact with the quizzes that I put up.
Of course, part of that 95 title team.
It's regular to see 50, 60, 70 interactions with each one. So that's good. So I could say I've had a positive. Well, I've had more than one. I'm here with you good people. That's positive. Even though I think I chased off everybody. Talking about my woes.
Payoff here from Patrick.
All right, here comes the pitch.
And it's high.
That's going to be ball 4.
Well, we mentioned that Eddie Perez is coaching first base
one-out walk
instead of Eric Young. And for more on that situation, Lauren, what do you have?
Yes, BG did some investigative reporting. He is under the weather. He's at home as a precaution, and the team hopes to have him back tomorrow. So, EY, we're thinking about you. Hope you feel okay, and hopefully see you back tomorrow.
Glad that it is nothing serious. Absolutely. Why, get better, and we will see you soon here at the park.
Yeah, don't make us look at Eddie one more night at first base. Come on, EY.
Oh, that was real generous, Ump. I don't care what the interactive shows. Real time, it was good 4 or 5 inches above the zone. Come on.
So he doesn't have to do it.
0-1 the count. Kevin Pillar 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded out in the second.
We're good. We are good.
I don't even think we're have to.
There's going to be ball 1.
I'm pretty sure Gretchen has that ready to go at any time.
A ball and a strike here to Pillar, who grounded out back in the second.
Need to get my batters right.
That might have been what made EY sick with the slide.
That was a long time ago.
Down in the dirt, ball 2.
Now Kevin Pillar, Jeff, how hard is it to go this long without a start and then come back out here today?
You know what? You do the best you can. You hit off the machine. If a guy is, throwing a sim game or something, you get in there, but there's no easy solution for it. It's tough. You get up there, you try to find a pitch and put a good swing on it.
His first start since June 20th.
I remember when I went to Philly and I kind of took on that role of I'd play against lefties a little bit like Pillar's doing, and you pinch hit some. Obviously not as much now without the pitcher and everything, but I would get a pinch hit almost every day. And Matt Stairs, one of the best to do it pinch hitting, he always told me, he said, man, one of those first 2 pitches, you get a good one, you go. You got to find something that you can swing. Don't work yourself into a count.
2-2. I also think about it defensively, and you
Lar trying to put that one out of the park.
He's had a couple of late
fouled it off, so 2-2 the count.
For a couple of innings, but that's
count stayed the same, so we'll do it again.
Yeah, I think for him, he's a good athlete. Playing the outfield is.
How you been, Jeremy?
You're facing some of these guys.
Haven't really talked to a lot of you guys lately.
It's just not easy.
I mean, I realize I've done 2 streams since being back, but last night's stream was cut short.
Hard, but
right into a double.
And even though Pillar runs well, he can't beat it out. Inning
That's
going to
end the 4th.
1-0 as we go to the 5th. My goodness, I quit.
Wow, what an athlete. Look at that.
That's hilarious. Oh, man. I'll tell you what's kind of crazy for me is I've only done the Angels. Whoever the Angels had played for, for the games, I think I've done 2 or I've done three games besides the Braves, and it's been whoever the Angels have played. And every one of those streams did very well. 1,100 to 1,600 views, had great chat, all that. So, and a lot of them, were the team that the Angels were playing was fans of that team and Angels fans. And I just can't seem to get anybody to stop in tonight. We've been sitting pretty stagnant at 4 and 5 viewers for practically the whole night. Of course, I will say those other three streams were late games, so that probably has a lot to do with it. Our West Coast followers, our Angels fans out there, they're it being 7:30 my time, it's only 5:30, so most of them are just now getting off work.
.05 ERA, but Jeff,
all right, so we're
the
back.
Walk to strikeout ratio.
His first pitch, ball 1.
In a while for a Braves pitcher.
Yeah, since 12 with Medlin, 9+ in all those games, and 6+ in each of those games.
He struck out 6 so far tonight, and he got Moniak, this man, swinging back in the 2nd inning. 62nd pitch of the outing here for Strider is hit foul.
Are you mad about the slide?
2-1 the count.
I'd like to move forward. You know how you just say the past is the past?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Hal Galema just looked over and said that wasn't a slide.
Exactly, it wasn't. So let's just move on from it. I will race EY though from first to second just to embarrass myself even further. Oh boy. I think more of the fault goes to the truck and not you. 3-1. Center field.
That's going to be a base hit right up center field.
Harris. Just the second hit tonight off of
So the tying run is now on first. The go-ahead run coming to the plate.
And it's not like that ball was hit hard. Actually kind of got in on him a little bit. You can hear it sound off the bat. Wasn't hit.
And now Randall Grichuk. There's a good slider. 0-1. Talked about it yesterday, but Grichuk was drafted by the Angels back in 2009 in the first round. Eventually was traded to the Cardinals. That's where he made his major league debut. But now 14 years later, he makes his Angels debut. That came yesterday, and he gives him a boost in left field, where they lost Taylor Ward with a nasty injury Saturday in Toronto.
Yeah, there's never a good time for anybody to get hurt, but it did give him a chance to go get somebody.
Here comes the pitch.
Brian Snitker said after the game last night, Jeff, what you and I were saying yesterday, with the bats that they added, when they get Trout back, it's a pretty good lineup for Los Angeles.
It is. Again, I continue to say, and I know that's what Perry's trying to do. He's trying to do it like they've done here, like the Astros did it. You build position players, you go out and you get some pitching at some point if you need to add.
Ahead of this, into the seats.
And that's my big thing. Do they have enough starting pitching to you know, go out there and make a run, get on an extended winning streak?
Yeah, because their ERA this year is 19th in Major League Baseball, and their starters, it's actually a little lower than that. They have a 4.48 ERA from their starters.
Here comes the pitch.
If you take Ohtani
Ball 2.
that,
Count is even.
My guess is it's
so we're in the top of the 5th. No outs. Runner on first. And the count is even to
Ohtani with just over a 3 ERA on the mound. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Grichuk.
Sorry.
Spencer Strider.
Grichuk.
And another
foul ball. So the count will stay the same. We'll do it again.
But Grichuk with Colorado was having a great season. Slash numbers were best of his career. Of course, being in Coors Field for the majority of your games doesn't hurt.
No.
Left center.
Oh, it's going to be a base hit. That might bring a runner in.
Moniak runs well.
Nope, he's going to move to third. So we got runners on the corners.
At the corners, there's nobody out here.
Not a horrible pitch, somewhat on the corner. You get Randallson. Did a good job of going out there and getting that pitch.
So time for Spencer Strider to buckle down here. The 8-hole hitter is the catcher, Matt Thaiss. He didn't play yesterday. The catcher yesterday, Chad Wallach, had a great game, 3 hits and a homer. Thaiss so far 0 for 1 here. Big swing. 0-1.
That's going to be strike 1.
They said, I'm hot, man.
Chad Wallach, 3 hits was his career high. He was 1 for 37 prior to the 3-hit game yesterday.
Now he's 4 for 41.
Outside 1-1. But Phil Nevin going back to his normal starter here in Matt Thaiss today.
All right, here comes Strider's wind up in the pitch down in the dirt. Ball 2.
Upstairs, middle infielders back here, willing to concede the run for a double play. Two and two. Fastball right by him.
Nice strike there. 2-2.
Strike out here would be huge. Then you have a choice. You can maybe bring the infield in or at least the double play depth and think about getting this out of this inning without any runs.
Looking for strikeout number 7 tonight is Spencer. And he got
him.
Big
Strike 3. That's 7 Ks on the day for Strider. I think we're not gaining any viewers because we don't have anybody chatting. What's everybody doing out there? Anybody here with me? Hello, Bueller. Bueller.
3-4 hits in a row is tough sometimes.
Bueller.
And that's why Spencer, you know, to me is a great guy for that because he can go back.
So we got Zach Neto up that, who is Sean Bunt.
Takes it back. This is the rookie shortstop who's really been battling a bad back. He had missed 7 of the last 8 games coming into the series, but he started yesterday when 0 for 4 and 0 for 1 here so far in game 2. Also missed a month earlier.
Thank you so much. Finally, somebody hit the like button. We've been stagnant at 17 likes for quite a while. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
But a hot Angels ball club, 10-3 in their last 13, climbing back into the race in the
Zach Neto, he's 0 for 1 on the night. He popped out in the third.
Game here in the 5th.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
.99 kicks and deals, and same result. 99.
2-2 the count. Another big swing and a miss.
I can tell you this right now, I ain't trying to trick him. I'm going back to 99 right up top.
Wait a minute here. I'm pretty sure I just typed in the chat and it didn't.
You got that electric fastball. Let it loose.
Spencer's ready. Here we go. 2-2. And he did go.
Foul ball.
Hit 100 on the fastball. That's the first time tonight that Strider has hit triple digits. Came on pitch 81.
2-2 the count. 1 out.
This time the slider. Can they turn 2?
No.
No.
They didn't get any.
Score. Did all they could, but Neto has good speed and he beats it out.
Oh, they're going to say he got him at second. I didn't see him touch the bag.
Cued off the end of the bat.
But the Angels did score, so the game is now tied at 1.
And it had that spin to it. And he was able to just beat it out.
And we are tied at 1 apiece.
I honestly didn't see him tag the bag with that. So now, here we are, top of the batting order for the Angels. Ball 1.
Braves getting a single run in the first, and now the Angels with the equalizer here in the 5th. An old-fashioned.
Welcome in. I appreciate you guys stopping in.
Tuesday night at Truist Park.
If you're just joining us, the score just got tied 1-1. Angels had a base hit RBI. We had a man on third who came in for the score, tied the game at 1. We're in the top of the 5th. 2 outs, runner on first, and Rengifo is 1 ball, 1 strike.
Gets the call on the outside.
There's strike 2.
1-2.
I like living on that corner. He's giving that.
Luis is 0 for 1 tonight. He was walked in the first. Strider pitching his 86th pitch on the night.
Start the at bat. And this one off his glove.
Got it, tagged it. That's out. Out number 3.
Orlando just got there in the nick of time. But the Angels do tie it. We are halfway home.
A man, his tractor.
So there you heard it. Game is tied 1-1. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th, where we'll see who we got coming up. Oh, they don't want to tell me. Okay, we'll have Arcia, Harris, and then Acuna Jr. heading up the bat when they come back from commercial. I think I'm going to go ahead here, guys. I'm going to restart the interactive. Again, a reminder, tomorrow's game, Game 3, I will not be streaming. Tomorrow is my 27th wedding anniversary. So I'll be spending the day with my wife, and then the Braves come Thursday, August 3rd, have the night off. So I will be streaming the Hall of Fame game for the NFL, the first preseason game between I believe it was the Browns and Jets, I think it was. I can go back in my chat, I think. Yes. Browns and Jets for the Hall of Fame game Thursday night, 7 o'clock Central. So if you're a football fan and you like just watching football, feel free to join me.
Run hit by the Braves over the next 3 years. Truist will donate $755 to the Braves Foundation's Henry Louis Aaron Fund, a minimum commitment of $1 million, and right now 200 homers. Matt Olson hitting the 200th yesterday, and $151,000 raised. Let's raise some more money.
Yeah, I was going to say, get the lead back.
Orlando Arcia 0 for 1 tonight.
You can see, though, that's what makes Sandoval tough, and they don't give it too many long balls. That he has a good downward.
All right, so 0-1 the count. Arcia's 0 for 1 on the day. He had a foul out in the second. Comes the pitch down in the dirt.
And he has been able to work around his command issues tonight. He does have 4 walks, but giving up just the 1 run. Arcia hits that on the nose, but Rengifo.
That's going to be thrown to first. Easy out. Out number 1.
Let's get a word in here from Racetrack.
Knock game day out of the park with whatever gets you going at Racetrack.
So we got Michael Harris at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. He lined out in the second.
Hit streak come to an end.
First swing is foul ball.
Longest of his
0-1 the count.
15-game hit streak last year.
1 out, bottom of the 5th. In a tied game, 1-1. Shoe fly.
This is 4 straight solid starts for Patrick Sandoval, who's really turned his season around after that rough June that we talked about earlier. He's a kid who grew up in Orange County. He was Born and raised an Angels fan, not Dodgers. He was an Angels fan, and now in his 5th season with the team. Harris gets
under it. That's gone, maybe. Michael Harris with a solo home run to put the Braves back on top, 2-1. That's Harris's 10th home run of the season, 29th RBI. 445 feet.
Well, Crime Dog was talking about the lefty, Brandon. Matt Olson. Yeah, you need to talk about Michael Harris. First home run given up to a lefty since August 21st of 21. August 13th, sorry.
Close enough.
Yeah, but, I mean, that was a no-doubter. 107 off the bat. Look at that fan coming back. He just got a drink, and the ball comes right to him. Perfect timing.
First homer for Michael since July 3rd, 10th of the season, and Atlanta
that's what we wanted to see.
Lead.
So we got Acuna for his 3rd at bat of the night. He was walked both his first at bat and second.
Penny to righties either. He's only the 8th homer he's given up in over 100 innings pitched. And now back to the top of the order. And that one found the bat of Acuna, 0-2.
Kind of like what Alex said earlier. If you missed, we had him on back in the bottom of the first, and he was talking about the length of this lineup and said we don't really look at it as like, hey, you're the 7th hitter, you're the 8th hitter, you're the 9th hitter. And you think about that, Michael Harris is not hitting 9 at most. It's probably the only team he's hitting 9th on. But, you know, for him right now, how this lineup flows, that's where he's kind of at. But it works.
On to the count to Ronald.
That one down.
Can be down in the dirt.
1-2
so it's going to be 1-2.
Well, there was so much made earlier in the year when the change happened to put Ozzie second in the order, move Matt down, and look, it's worked. The numbers certainly bear out that Matt has been tremendous in the cleanup spot. But to your point, the Braves, they have guys that can really fit in a lot of different spots in the order.
Acuna's going to ground out.
To short, and there are 2
grounds
away.
out over to shortstop, throws it first for an easy out.
Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Talking about the homers, how about the best home run differential through July? This is going back to 1906, folks, and the Braves.
Best home differential through July since 1906. The 2023 Braves with a +85. The second best was 1927 Yankees at a +80.
Run differential back in 27. Which, of course, is the MLB record. You start getting yourself in that category.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Sorry about the yawns. Hey, welcome in. Appreciate you guys stopping in.
This year for the Braves.
If you're just joining us, the Braves just took the lead back, and they are ahead 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs.
Yeah. If I was
Ozzie Albies at bat.
I think that
count is 1-1.
So
Albies is 1 for 2 on the day, singled in the first.
Ozzie's 1 for 2, single and a flyout.
Here comes the pitch. That's going to be
Don't
ball
get
2.
To see Ozzie much from this side of the plate because, as we talked about, even though the Braves have had success against lefties, they haven't faced many lefties this year.
No, and now where he's sandwiched between Acuna and Riley, you're just not going to see many lefties come in at that part of the order.
2-2 now as Ozzie foul tips that into the bit. That Harris home run came on an 0-2 pitch, and the Braves also now have 200 two-strike runs driven in this year. And that's the second most in Major League Baseball. Just so many offensive numbers to like. Ozzie got a piece.
Good. Neb's got a pretty cool watch there, huh?
Well, camouflage?
Yeah. A red camouflage.
And Ozzie goes
That's going to be
down.
strike 3 for Ozzie. Ozzie is 0 for 3 on the
Braves
night.
get the lead back. Michael Harris. Money Mike with a shot to right center.
So we're going to be heading to the top of the 6th. Let's mute the commercials there. Get set up for the next inning. Remember, guys and gals, we have a 20 like goal set for tonight's stream. We're currently sitting at 18. Who wants to help us reach that goal? We need 2 more people to smash that thumbs up. Sorry about that, everybody. Just doing something here.
Paints this one on the corner, then comes
back. All right, we're back to
Truist. Change up to Ohtani. And then in the third, with 2 strikes, gets him on the slider. So far, 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts.
And let's see if he can make it a 3 for 3 night as he faces Ohtani here to start the 6th.
Ohtani in for his 3rd at bat of the night.
2 hits yesterday.
He's struck out both times against Strider.
Strikeouts swinging so far tonight. And
swing and a miss.
Swinging and missing there at the
strike
slider.
1.
Outside 1-1. 2021 AL MVP right now.
So 1-1 the count. Here comes the pitch.
For the MVP.
That's going to be, Shohei is going to get on base. Arcia couldn't handle it, so that's going to be
won the first 2 battles.
Going to be a lead-off
gets
single.
To in the 6th inning for a single.
All kind of skidded off that mound on Arcia. Tough play. With the way Ohtani runs, even if he gets that, I don't know that he would have got him.
That's what Alex was talking with us about. People don't appreciate how well he runs. He does everything so well. Center field off the bat is CJ.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in.
Has it in front of the
hey, Halo. How you doing?
Last night he had to jump up and rob one from Ohtani. Almost had to do the same thing there for Crone.
Harris with a beautiful catch.
Nice little job. I want to call it kind of a nice little deke the way that Michael Harris went back on this ball because he kind of
like to see that one again.
Ohtani actually was off the bag and then tried to go back to tag, and by the time he got back there, it was too late.
Well, Halo, if you're just getting in, Shohei had actually been struck out the first 2 at bats from Spencer Strider. His 3rd at bat, he was able to
first swing this inning.
Hit a ground ball up the middle to Arcia, who was unable to field the ball, so he was able to get on. He now currently stands on first. 1 out, top of the 6th.
It's only going to make him better.
Braves leading 2-1.
He's up over 90 pitches now. Another chance for Harris.
Oh, that's going to be out to Harris underneath it. Easy can of corn.
Routine for Michael Harris, 2 away.
Out number 2. Shohei stays on first. Thank you so much for that like. We're now at 19 likes, everybody. We're one like away from that 20 like goal that we set.
And they're not
what we like to do is we start each stream out with a 10 like goal. If that's met, we go to 20. If that's met, we try to hit 25, or depending on the size of the crowd, we'll say either 25 or we'll even set 30, and then so on and so on. But we are one like away from that 20 like goal, so thank you so much for all the support.
And then all of a sudden it was like boom, boom, boom.
Each and every one of those likes certainly help.
Finish strong.
Runner goes.
Here comes the runner.
And there is
he is in.
13th stolen base this year for Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani with a steal, stolen base, baby. Looks like him and Acuna had some friendly words about Ohtani stealing that base.
So
Ohtani's out there shaking his head, giving Acuna a smile. So that's awesome to see. Great sportsmanship.
Foul tip.
Into the mitt. That's gonna be. That's an out. That's out number 3.
What makes baseball even
beautiful? Out 3. So we're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Yes, we're heading to the bottom of the 6th. We'll have Riley, Olsen, and Murphy at bat when they come back from the commercial. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. We have hit that 20 like mark. I certainly appreciate it. I'm going to say, let's try for 25. And who knows? Maybe we'll reach it. Maybe we'll be able to get 30 or 40 or 50 or 60. It'd be awesome to get whatever. I certainly appreciate it. I do want to remind everybody that I'm currently, with the new month, with us being into August, our goal has reset. Our goal is to reach 900 subscribers by the end of August. We're currently sitting at 831. So if you're new to the channel, you haven't done so, and you do like what you see and you like what you hear, please smash the thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And be sure to hit that notification bell. That way, when I go live or I post a video, you don't miss getting notified about that. All right, 21 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you. So Jacob Webb in to pitch for the Los Angeles Angels. All right, here we go. Austin Riley, 1 for 2 on the night. First pitch was a strike. Here comes the windup in the pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 2. Oh, yeah. Yep. The Angels guy was hit with a pitch. Austin Riley, big swing miss. He swung so hard he almost popped out of his shoes. Yep, that's what it looked like to me. All right, Big Matt Olson up to bat. Matt Olson hit his 36th home run last night in the 200th of the season for the Braves. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He had a sac fly RBI in the first. Ball 2. That's going to be ball 3. Come on, Matty. Down the dirt, ball 4.
On behalf of our
So Sean Murphy now with 1 out and a runner at first.
Murphy 0 for 1 on the day. He was walked in the first.
This could be 2.
That's going to go into 2.
And it will be.
That's it.
5-4-3. And
5-4-3 double play. That ends the
Braves
6th. We're heading to the
2-1.
7th.
Play So Rare MLB.
So, looks like... Well, that can't be right. No, that ain't right. I was looking at the bottom of the stream page that shows who's coming to bat, and there's no way it's the top of the batting order again. Yeah, that's what I thought. We got Moniak, Grichuk, and Thias, or Thace, will be the 3 batters coming up for the Angels when they return from commercial. And Thias, or Thace. Remember, get your votes in, everybody. I'll be pulling the chat poll vote down at the conclusion of the 8th inning.
Something like this, but definitely good steps in the right direction for Dylan Lee throwing his first live BP. And also, guys, an update on Max Fried. I talked to Cranny, and he said, yeah, he's good to go. Now it's just all up to Snit and Alex Anthopoulos and when he's going to get that start. And hearing from Snit pregame,
there you have it, guys. Max Fried. They say he's all good.
So we don't
good
know
to
yet,
go.
but hopefully sooner rather
We're
than
waiting
later,
on
guys.
Snit to put him in.
Word, but
put him in the
hopefully
order.
see him in Chicago.
Oh, I think we'll see him at 1:20 on Friday.
I like your
Central
optimism.
time.
Central, yes, 2:20 Eastern. Thanks for
0-1 the count.
No problem. I just don't want you to
swing and miss. Strike 2.
Yeah, 11:20 for those out in Anaheim.
We won't be seeing Strider much longer, I would think.
So Strider coming back.
He'll try to finish out this inning, I'm sure, but that's going to be a base hit out right field. So that was Strider's 98th pitch.
Well, we've seen Strider go up in the pitch count. We've seen him at 110.
We've seen him go to 110, yeah.
Surprised, though, that he came out here for another inning?
You know, I just think he's throwing the ball well. You know, I do not mind this move, and I think at some point, you know, Snit knows he's got to get over the hump to be able to to come back out for these things. This is kind of where it fell apart in Boston for him, and giving him the chance to get through it.
He's consistently been able to get through the 6th inning. He's only made it through the 7th inning 2 times this year. And again, a lot of that is not because the outings haven't been good, just because the strikeouts, they jump that pitch count up there.
But, you know, I'll say this. Tom Glavine has always talked about, until you give him opportunities like this, you're never going to know if he can do it.
Here comes the pitch.
And if he's going to be one of your top 2 guys, which you figure, you know, when you look at this team moving forward, you got, you know, Fried and Strider. You want to be able to get him over that hump. Now, you got both these guys if something happens. But with that being said, if, you know, Spencer, he's throwing 100. His arm hasn't changed. He's still got good stuff. I like it.
9 strikeouts for number 9.
There you go. Strike 3. That's 9 on the day for Strider.
Randall Grichuk.
I mean, look, the way he's built and with, you know, the strong legs, you see it's a great slider here. That's not even close. 110 pitches every once in a while is not going to kill him. He's going to be fine.
Now he deals to Matt Thaiss. Well, the strikeouts are great, but you got a catcher up there. Nothing wrong with an old-fashioned 4-6-3 double play.
Why not?
Meanwhile, for Strider, though, he's trying to make it 5 straight games with double-digit strikeouts. He came into tonight with 28 more strikeouts than any other pitcher in Major League Baseball. Trying to get the outside.
2-1 the count.
Stay tuned for the stretch. Presented by
See me have my phone on my chest.
Coming up here after a couple more outs. The season high is 110 on the pitch count for Strider. This is 105 here. And it's a good one. Still pumping it in there at 98. Ground ball. This will be tough to get to. No chance at second, so the only play to first. And there will
Runner advances to second. The only play they had is go to first.
Well, you had it right.
Out number 2, top of the 7th. So tying run now in scoring position.
Between the 4 and the 3.
Thanks. So Moniak's in scoring position.
So best analysis of the night.
Yeah, that was great. Dynamite drop in, Monty. That broadcasting school's really paying off. Now Zach Neto. You do know what that's from, right?
I do.
Okay. Major League, if you haven't seen it, shame on you. Or maybe you're just a little young and you need to give it some time.
Yeah, go take a look.
Neto tonight 0 for 2, 0 for 6 in the series for the shortstop.
He handled it for me. Neto 0 for 2 for tonight. Want to know the count? 2 outs. Runner on second. That's going to be a swing and miss.
There. 1-1.
1-1.
Looking for one more out here. '22nd start of the year for Spencer. The Braves 17-4 when he takes the hill, and leading 2-1 right now in the top of the 7th. Ooh, came in and hit Neto.
Oh, hit Neto. Neto giving Strider the stink eye.
And that ties the season high. 110 pitches for Spencer. We'll see if he gets another batter.
I don't think so. With the top of the lineup coming up again, I think you're going to see Snit go down there.
Yeah.
And indeed, Brian Snitker out of the dugout.
Here comes Brian Snit.
6 2/3, 9 strikeouts. He leaves with a 2-1 lead.
Good job, Strider. Good job, Strider.
You want highlights?
So we got a pitcher change. We're still on the top of the 7th. We might have to go check on our buddy Goose from over at Goose Sports.
And by Yellowwood.
During one of our breaks here.
This yellow tag, you don't want it.
So we got the top of the batting order.
To the top of the 7th in a 2-1 game. Well, today, Kaiser Permanente has talented doctors across the Atlanta area, and it looks like we may have some future doctors in the crowd with us tonight. Another sellout crowd here at Truist Park, enjoying game 2 between the Braves and Angels. And Joe Jimenez, who has just been so solid, Jeff. Look at that bottom since May 27th, a .86 ERA.
Well, with A.J. Minter back now and Joe doing what he's doing, Brandon, you feel like he's taking that place of Nick Anderson, who's on the 60-day, and you got your 7th, 8th, 9th inning guys, you know, going forward. He's been outstanding. The fastball has been electric and has had a great slider.
He faces Luis Rengifo with Shohei Ohtani.
Rengifo. Okay, Rengifo.
A good start for Jimenez.
There we go. I could never pronounce that guy's name, and I never caught the announcer saying it. Rengifo.
Rengifo
0 for 2 for
finding
the
a
day.
home at
Just
second
walked in the
base
first.
this year. He's also played a little bit at short.
We got 2 outs, runners on first and second. We're in the top of the 7th. The Atlanta Braves currently lead 2-1 over the Los Angeles Angels.
He's down here 0-2 quickly.
0-2.
Oh, 2 pitch. Grounded, just foul. Boy,
Wow.
Get that on the nose.
Yeah, that was a mistake after those 2 pitches. He went fastball and left it middle.
But he can breathe a sigh of relief and bring another 0-2 here. Downstairs, 1-2.
Spencer's going to be disappointed just having the 9-hole hitter, thinking he could have finished it, but hopefully Jimenez can bail him out here.
Gets a piece, does Rengifo, stays alive. I mean, all in all for Spencer, he's going to be frustrated with the ending, but a really solid outing.
Yeah, and think about it. I mean, he had 2 walks tonight, and they were 2 of the first 3 batters of the game. After that, really went in attack mode.
Giving up just 1 run, 5 hits. Of course, responsible for the 2 men on. And this one goes out.
Ball again. Count to stay the same. We'll do it again.
Top of the 7th. Braves trying to even the series here tonight and send us to a rubber game tomorrow, which will be a matinee start. Joe Jimenez, 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to Orlando.
Ground ball. Over to first. Got him. That's out number 3.
Retired. It is stretch time at Truist Park.
We're heading to the 7th inning stretch.
2-1.
Welcome to the stretch.
During the stretch tonight, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play a little bit of music. When they come back, we'll have Marcelo Ozuna batting first. We'll have Kevin Pillar on deck, and Orlando Arcia will be batting in the hole. All right, we're back to Truist Park.
I mean, it's been a couple of days.
Exactly. There's that changeup of his. It's kind of been his 1-2 with that fastball.
And now the former Brave with an 0-2 pitch. And missed on the outside corner. Eddie Rosario has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Now with a right-hander on the mound. Such a sweet sound when the fans get that going here at Truist. This takes me back to those early days at Fulton County Stadium. 3-2 pitch. And Marcel late on the 96-mile-per-hour fastball. So Eddie will pinch hit here for Pillar, who finishes 0 for 2.
So the Braves have one out. Eddie Rosario stepping in for Pillar.
But Jacob Webb is not going to be too mad about
well,
that.
hi, Laney. How you doing? I just noticed you guys come in.
Yeah. Well, and for Pillar as well.
Yep.
In the back.
I don't think so. We haven't really seen many people tonight, brother.
So Eddie coming off the bench. Yesterday he was 0 for 3 with a strikeout and a pair of groundouts.
All right, well, thank you, Laney. Thank you very much. No, Kenneth, I don't believe we've had any raids tonight. We've just been
Jeff, this time
chugging
year,
along
right
here.
After the trade deadline, obviously, if you get a couple new players, you got to meet them. But you're having a season like the Braves are having. Do you feel like now is lock-in mode, or does it really not feel like that until September? Well, this one,
Rosario, that's going to be a base hit.
Eddie's going to pump the brakes. A late pump of the brakes.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to refresh the interactive, everybody.
Well, you know what's funny, Brandon? That's the one thing I think people worry about sometimes when you're winning your division by so much. You know, do you kind of just cruise into the end of the season and get lackadaisical? And, you know, I've talked to Austin Riley and a few of the guys about that, and I think they're going to try to change that mindset. And, keep going. I mean, they got lots of records they can get to. They want to wrap up that 1 seed, and so you get past these next couple road trips because they're a couple long ones, next two, a couple 10-dayers, but you kind of circle that into the 4 games in LA towards the end of the season, and I think after that, hopefully, the guys will start to realize what's about to be in front of them, the opportunity.
Yeah, you're right. Tough road trips. You go to Chicago, they're playing really well. Then you go to Pittsburgh, up to face the Mets, even though they're having a bad year. They'll be amped up for that series. And then you have that long West Coast swing you're talking about, where you go to San Francisco, Colorado, and the Dodgers back to back to back.
Yeah, it's one of those things you go out and one in San Fran.
Foul ball, 1-2 the count.
A couple games behind
Orlando Arcia 0 for 2 on the day.
I get the Rockies are not very good, but you can't overlook them, and they play better at home than they do on the road. But again, I just think the way that these guys play, the way Snit and this coaching staff goes about it, I don't see too much of a problem.
Orlando able to lay off.
First base ump says no swing, so 2-2 the count.
Well, October 1st, which is the end of the regular season. It may seem far away right now, but it'll be here before you know it. Orlando.
Oh! That's deep, long, and it's gone. 2-run blast for Orlando Arcia, baby. 11th home run of the season, 38th RBI. 420 foot. The Braves now take the lead 4-1. There you go. That's the way to do it.
Braves GM Alex Anthopoulos talked to us about the length and the bottom of this lineup. Michael Harris with the home run to put the Braves up 2-1. And then Orlando goes up and gets 96. Line shot. Oh, that was loud. 8-9 hitters do it again.
And just like that, 4-1, and Harris straight away center field.
Harris gonna follow him back to back. Back to back. 11th home run of the season, 30th RBI, 427 footer. Solo home run, Michael Harris. The Braves now lead 5-1.
Back, and it's 5-1.
Can barely get replays going. These guys are hitting it. Michael with his second tonight, dead center. Talked about that home run differential where there's another 3 you can tack on tonight.
Yes, 2 for Michael tonight, and a big hug from Orlando. So now the 8 and 9 hole hitters have 3 homers in the ball game.
That one was just a spinner, and Money Mike goes dead center.
Fans got the chop ahead, and Truist Park are on their feet.
After those 2 long balls, and now
we got Ronald Acuna Jr.
For Michael Harris, 3rd time in his young career.
Yes, they did. Absolutely, they did, Kenneth.
Now the Braves were quiet for 15 innings.
Now the offense is back. And you're hearing the MVP chants here at Truist Park.
Acuna 0 for 1 tonight. He was walked twice.
How many times have we talked about this offense punching so quickly? Yesterday, just 1 run, 4 hits. Looks like another slow offensive outing tonight, and then boom, boom, and the Braves have a 5-1 lead.
Again, you heard Alex talk about the ability to hit the long ball, and that's what it changes the game so quick.
That one right down the middle. And that's a strikeout looking. I don't know if Ronald was.
Oh, strike three. Ronald Acuna.
You know, you think
caught
about it,
looking.
it's 2-1, and in the span of 2 pitches, RC with the 2-run homer and the first pitch curveball to Michael Harris, that's all of a sudden you break the game wide open. Completely changes the dynamic for the Angels.
It looks like the internet's starting to give me problems.
On the changeup.
And with Ohtani leading off the next inning, it's a huge difference between a 1-run lead and a 3 and 4 run lead.
Braves led 1-0. Then the Angels tied it briefly in the 5th, but the Braves got one right back in the bottom of the 5th on the Harris homer. And now a pair of homers.
Ozzy's going to pop fly up
to make it a 5-1
and play.
game.
Third baseman underneath it has it. Out number 3. Damage is done though. Braves take the lead 5-1, or extend their lead, I should say. I don't know what just happened here. All of a sudden, really got the internet kind of crapping out.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous. Is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds have put the work in, we got some work, man. I can hear it.
Travis d'Arnaud got the
All right,
game.
so we are back to Truist Park.
He was top stepping them, cheering them on. I think it was against the Phillies back in May or early June.
AJ Minter on the mound tonight.
Blows me, and he has come back and just absolutely been killing it. 10 home runs, 11th now after that one in the 9-hole.
And he's continued to do it with his glove. We saw him rob this guy, Shohei Ohtani, of his 40th homer of the season last night. So AJ Minter comes on here for the lefty-lefty matchup. Eddie Rosario stays in the game and left. Shohei Ohtani, the leader across baseball in homers, OPS, and triples. Takes it outside. As Jeff said yesterday, he is on pace to become the first ever two-time unanimous most valuable player. Ooh, up and in. And we saw Charlie hit him on the leg last night. That one was coming up high.
I think it hit him. Did it not? I see Ohtani asking him. No? No.
It was close.
Heard him yell.
Yes. And now 3 balls and a strike. A.J. Minter comes plateward, and it's fouled back.
Ohtani now 3-2 in the count.
He became just the 19th unanimous MVP. No player has ever done it twice.
Oh, it's happening.
If it doesn't, something really weird
Again, someone should lose a vote.
Yeah, you said that
the
yesterday.
same thing with Ronalds.
Now the payoff pitch. Ohtani
Foul
sends a
ball.
foul.
Count to stay the same, and we'll do it again.
And he is just continuing to do so many things that nobody's seen before. Lauren mentioned it earlier, but last Thursday in Detroit in the doubleheader, he pitched a 1-hitter in Game 1, a shutout, and then hit 2 homers in Game 2. There's nobody like him. Grounds this, though, right to
Grounds it to Matt Olson's going to step on the bag, out number 1.
And Ohtani is 1 for 4 tonight. Let's get a quick message in here from Angie.
What in the hell is going on? Okay.
To get the job done, leave it to the pros.
I'm going to close out some things, guys, and reopen them. Something is just killing the internet. I have no idea what it is, but I'm going to try to fix it. So bear with me while there's no sound.
To the Angels. Jeff, you mentioned it, but he grew up in L.A. He's always lived there.
All right, there we go. Sorry about the delay.
It's to be close to home. Now, as he is 34 years old in his 13th year in the bigs, and he's down here 0-2.
He was a rookie when I was with Kansas City, and he came up, and he was a good player, man. Had a lot to learn. I remember one game he was 3 for 3, struck out, and he came and tore the dugout up. And we're like, what's wrong with this guy?
But he's grown up since.
Yeah, no, we were all like looking down at the end. I think we were up like 5 runs. We're like, God, this guy's got issues.
Yeah, he's a competitor apparently.
Yes.
And his dad, Mike Sr., played football at UCLA. And this Mike Jr., was also a quarterback, but he broke his ankle in his first high school game, and he said, I'm going to focus on baseball. Pretty good decision. Here he's going down. As Minter
That's
going
to be strike 3.
And there are 2 away.
2 outs.
Well, you know, Lauren gave that report on AJ last night. Boy, you like what he's looked like so far coming back. Stuff looks sharp. And again, got a little rest and was able to kind of take some time off, which I thought was huge for him. Again, his workload early in the season with Iglesias out was a lot.
Prior to last night, he had not been with the Braves since July 8th. He did have the 2 rehab starts with Gwinnett, or not starts, but appearances out of the pen. And now back-to-back appearances here on July 31st and August 1st. A ball and 2 strikes to Hunter Renfroe. This is where Truist starts to make a little noise. All right, Jeff, you make some noise. 1-2. Ground ball. Orlando's got it.
They'll make some now.
He'll do it himself. And we go to the bottom of the 8th.
On MLB Network's Wednesday night showcase, Arozarena, Diaz, and the relentless Rays keep the pressure on as they face AL East rivals Rizzo, Torres, and the Yankees.
Yeah, we got a little bit of commercial in there. Just trying to figure out this network stuff here. So, I do apologize about how bad it's probably becoming, everybody. It's exactly what was going on last night. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in contact with my ISP for sure. Yeah, just froze up my stream.
Michael waited beautifully on that curveball and went dead center.
So everything right now would be gravy with a 5-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Medeiros is on here. First appearance since July 3rd, just recalled, in only his 3rd game of the season. Austin Riley doubled back in the first, or singled in the first, and then he struck out twice, once in the 3rd and once in the 6th. Surprised they didn't give him a double for that back in the 1st inning. Remember that play with Moniak out in center field?
Didn't give him a double?
Apparently it was ruled a single. Yes, well, interesting. At any rate, he's 1 for 3, and he gets called back there on a strike down in the zone.
I guess you got to go back and look what the official score is going to look at if he stopped and came to a complete stop at first and then went, but I don't remember him doing that. We're in the middle of talking to Alex, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we had a busy night tonight in the booth. Weekly tap to third. Moustakis.
He's going to make it.
It's a 2-hit night for Austin.
Austin Riley gets on base. Bottom of the 8th. No outs.
Matt Olson coming up, and he is bringing the lumber. Brought to you by
Remember,
Yellowwood.
everybody get your votes in. Get your final votes. I'll be taking the chat poll down at the conclusion of the 8th.
Tonight. And, of course, the Braves lead. Next closest, the Dodgers at 265.
It's just the gap between first and second with the Braves and a lot of these offensive numbers is staggering.
It really is. Tell you what, too, you love the home run, but as a hitter, what Austin Riley just did there, it's one of the most satisfying, thank you, things you can do. You hit that, you know there's no way he's throwing me out.
You're not frustrated, though, that you didn't hit the ball harder?
Not a chance, because you know it's a knock. The ball's going straight up. The pitcher's not getting to it. Moustakis is playing way back, and unless you fall flat on your face, And you just made the pitcher mad because he made a good pitch and he's giving that up.
Potential insurance run over there at first.
Now if I could just say satisfying.
We all have our moments, Jeffrey. Braves getting 3 in the bottom of the 7th to grab a 4-run cushion here. Fouled straight back. It remains 1-2. Victor Medeiros is a very young rookie, just 22 years of age. From Cuba, his 3rd ever major league appearance here. Down the right field line, and it's
Matt Olson. Oh,
but it's
just foul. Oh.
When Matt is
what a
questioning the
heartbreaker.
call, it's tough from our angle. It looked fair from here. Walt's getting on the phone.
This is a crew chief review for a foul ball home run call.
Okay, they're going to take a look at it here.
I mean, you can't tell from that angle. Problem is it's over the foul pole, so you're trying to sit there and figure out.
I'll get that game back here real quick. This damn thing's not wanting to work right.
So they didn't have evidence.
I don't even think I would imagine they didn't have a good angle either.
It's tough unless you have one right down that line and shooting up, because it's deceptive when you view a camera on an angle like that. But it was nearly another moonshot homer for Matt Olson on a night where we have a beautiful full moon.
It is nice tonight, isn't it?
Got a nice orange hue to it. Down goes Olson swinging. So instead of a
two-run home run, he strikes out.
And here's a quick message now from Zaxby's. In the first.
Oh, sorry about that.
Then 0 for 2.
You still hear the game sound, don't you? I had to restart the stream a couple times. It's really kind of acting up.
Looks like Snit's hooking up both his veteran catchers, making Darno catch a day game tomorrow.
Trying to even it out, right?
Yep.
On his second for 1, and it will be a double play and send us to the 9th, where the Braves will try.
That's it. We're heading to the top of the 9th.
What's the status of my
Braves are 3 outs away from a win. They currently lead 5-1.
It's approved. You're renovating.
Connect.
Are you there, Kenneth? I don't know if I've lost you. There's no game sound right now because they're on commercial.
Is brought to you by Toyota.
Now we're back
Let's
to
go
Truist.
places. By the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. And by Delta Airlines. Keep climbing.
Well, our guy bit the dust versus the freeze, and I'll tell you what, it really reminds me of another thing that I saw earlier this year here at Truist Park. Is she laughing at Brandon, I wonder?
Guys, I could not hold it together when that guy just bit it against the freeze.
Oh, so you weren't laughing at Brandon when he slid in the second?
Honestly, the way they played that, though, yes, I'm like, Gretchen, our producer, please stop showing that video of Brandon. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable?
BG, we need to teach you how to slide.
Oh, yes, we do.
So here we go. We got Rafael Iglesias trying to close it out for the Braves. We need 3 outs.
Might have lost my partner for the ninth.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Strike one. Boy, that ump was generous with that one.
Oh, not a safe situation. Up 4. Raisel Iglesias. Oh, broken bat.
Broken bat.
And that one goes foul.
Foul ball.
You know, I don't know what to say anymore. No, I don't know. There will be retribution, and it will be ugly. So watch your back. You're on this road trip, you know.
I am.
So just be careful. Just be careful.
Ready to roll.
Braves up 5-1. Mickey Moniak here against Iglesias. And a good start for Raisel. 3 pitches and a strikeout.
That's a K on the day for Iglesias.
His last 2-3 appearances.
1 out.
Change up for him.
Braves are 2 outs away from taking this to the rubber match.
The MLB.TV trade deadline sale lets you follow your favorite players wherever they go. It's only $34.99. Now it ends August 6th, so take advantage here over the next few days. Visit MLB.TV for details. Yeah, when he has that changeup working, and everything just seems to fall into place. He's got Grichuk here quickly. 0-1. In on the hands. Austin over.
Out number 2.
Down to their final out. Let's take a look at the strong arm brought to you by John Foy and Associates. Yanni Chirinos will be making his second start in a Braves uniform against Lucas Giolito.
Yeah, Giolito also making his second start for Anaheim tomorrow. So 12:20 matinee. Should be a good little matchup. Which one more out will be the rubber game.
Light blue polos, right?
Light blue.
There you go. This could do it. Ozzie.
That's going to do it. Ozzie the Bad Olsen out number 3. That's game.
And the series is even at a game apiece.
The Braves win 5-1. They even the series at 1.
The Braves, as they so often have this year, use the long ball on their way to victory. 2 for Michael Harris, 1 for Orlando Arcia in the 5-1 win.
Well, it just shows you this team after a big weekend. You come out last night a little flat, didn't get the bats going, and tonight Spencer Strider gives you a beautiful start, and the bullpen comes in. It's what we talked about.
Great game by the Braves.
And Iglesias, you're seeing it take shape in the bullpen again, and I'm done for the night.
4-1 Angels last night, 5-1 Braves tonight. It sets up a rubber game tomorrow. We will be back rested and hopefully no more visuals of the slide. Jeffrey can say things like what you tried to say earlier. Satisfactory. And we'll see you tomorrow, folks. For our
well, there you go, everybody. That is game. The Atlanta Braves took game 2 to tie it up at 1, 5-1 tonight. Now, is that going to be the Chicago Cubs or the Chicago White Sox, Kenneth? I actually haven't looked. I was actually going to be heading to do that. Cubbies. That's what I thought. Awesome. All right, well, I just seen that you'd also say goodnight. I appreciate you stopping in, my brother. Have a good night tonight. And with that said, everybody, tomorrow's Game 3, I will not be streaming for you. It is an early game, matinee game, so Maverick won't be able to stream it for you either. Just a minute, I'm on a stream. Sorry about that. So tomorrow is my 27th anniversary, and I'll be spending the day with my wife. The Braves have Thursday, August 3rd off, but Thursday will be the first preseason game of the NFL. It'll be the Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns, I do believe. Jets-Browns for the Hall of Fame game. With that said, I will be streaming that, and I'll be getting the stream scheduled for that. So if you're a football fan and you'd like to check out the Hall of Fame game, be sure to come by the stream Thursday night, 7:00 p.m. Central. So thank you, everybody. This is KGB for the C Sports Network. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.